The third GTA 6 trailer is expected to drop within weeks, but it's not bringing the news you expect. Forget a gameplay blowout. All signs are now pointing to a silent internal delay for Grand Theft Auto 6, pushing it far beyond its early 2026 window. The marketing is non-existent, and it looks like Rockstar is bracing for a shift to late 2026. We're going to break down the hard evidence for this delay, what it means for the real release date, and the new gameplay systems that are likely responsible for the holdup. Here's the situation. First, the big topic, GTA 6 Trailer 3. The consensus from insiders and past behavior is an early December drop, specifically right before the Game Awards. Second, despite an official spring 2026 target, with some rumors pointing to May, the game is supposedly just 7 months away. Yet, there are zero pre-orders. No billboards, no bus ads. The marketing machine is cold. This is the biggest red flag. Finally, a new leak from trusted insider Tez2 has detailed experimental new weapon wheel prototypes, suggesting a fundamental overhaul of the game's combat system is still in flux. So, let's break down what this really means. The timing of Trailer 3 is a strategic move. Rockstar knows the hype is nuclear. If they don't drop something before the Game Awards, the entire live chat for that event, a night meant to celebrate the whole industry, will be nothing but Trailer 3 when? It's disrespectful. And Rockstar, for all their swagger, respects the craft. By dropping a trailer in early December, they satisfy the hunger, dominate the news cycle for 72 hours, and then gracefully let the rest of the industry have its moment at the awards. But what will this trailer actually be? Don't expect a 10-minute gameplay deep dive. That's not the Rockstar way. Not this early. This will almost certainly be a second cinematic trailer, maybe 90 seconds long, focusing more on the vibe, the characters, and the world of Leonida. Its true purpose, however, will be to officially open pre-orders. And this is the pivot point. If we get a trailer in early December and pre-orders don't go live, that is the unofficial confirmation of a major delay. You don't start a 7-month countdown to the biggest launch in entertainment history without taking people's money. The fact that we're this close to the alleged May 2026 date without a pre-order page is deafening. Take-Two has already confirmed they delayed the game internally once before without telling the public. All evidence suggests they've done it again, and they're just waiting for the right moment, probably in this upcoming trailer, to announce a new, more realistic window, like fall or winter 2026. Frankly, that makes far more sense. So why the delay? It almost always comes down to polish and gameplay systems, and that brings us to the new leak from Tez2. He claims Rockstar was experimenting with a new weapon wheel as recently as this year. This isn't just a simple UI tweak. The report mentions prototypes featuring a smaller main wheel with a sub-wheel inside it. This immediately points to a system for weapon attachments and mods. Think about it. Instead of having 5 different pistols in your wheel, you'd have 1 pistol slot, and the sub-wheel would let you add a silencer, a flashlight, or an extended mag. This suggests a far deeper combat system than GTA 5's simple arsenal. But the implications go even deeper. This connects directly to the 2022 leaks, and the big question, will GTA 6 play more like GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2? GTA 5 has the classic arcade wheel. You're a walking armory, able to pull a rocket launcher from thin air. Red Dead Redemption took the opposite approach with realism. You could only carry 2 long arms and your sidearms. Everything else had to be stored on your horse. A sub-wheel system for attachments, combined with the realism we saw in the 2022 leaks, strongly implies a hybrid. You might be able to carry your pistols, an SMG, and a rifle, but heavier duty gear, like sniper rifles or RPGs, will likely need to be stored in the trunk of your car. This completely changes the player's loop. You can't just assault a base. You have to plan. You have to retrieve your gear. It makes your vehicle an extension of your character, a mobile base of operations. This is a massive shift toward immersion, but it's also incredibly complex to balance. It's exactly the kind of system that would need extra months of polish. This obsession with control and polish extends beyond the game itself. There are new reports on how Rockstar plans to handle review copies. Given the hype, sending out download codes a week early is a recipe for disaster. It's inevitable that someone would leak the entire game. So the new report claims Rockstar and Take-Two are planning to fly reviewers and major creators to undisclosed, secure locations. They'll be allowed to play the game on Rockstar's hardware, write their reviews in a controlled environment, and then fly home. This might sound extreme, but after the 2022 leaks, Rockstar is taking zero chances. They are building an iron vault around this game. For us, it means we won't see those low-quality spoilers a few days before launch. We'll all get the final, polished impression at the same time. When the embargo lifts, it's a smart, if costly way to protect the biggest launch of all time. Finally, let's talk about that launch price. Since we're expecting pre-orders soon, the question of cost is front and center. There's been a lot of discussion, sparked by an ex-Saints Row developer, that GTA 6 deserves to cost $100. That is absolutely rich. Let's be clear, video games should not cost $100 for a standard edition. The industry hasn't even fully normalized the $70 price point. Yes, GTA 6 was incredibly expensive to make, but that is not the consumer's fault. We didn't tell Rockstar to spend $1 billion. It's not the consumer's responsibility to cover their development budget in a single purchase. But this is Take-Two we're talking about, and they will absolutely push the price to $70. The real danger is if they try to push it to $80. Here's why that's a bad idea. Even for them, the real money isn't in the box price. It's in GTA Online 2. Their ultimate goal should be to get as many players as possible into that online ecosystem and buying shark cards for the next decade. A high barrier to entry, like an $80 or $100 price tag, shrinks your potential player base from day one. Those casual players who just want to play online might hesitate. The smart and likely path forward is a $70 standard edition. And then what? Go absolutely crazy with $150, $250, and $400 collector's editions. That's how they'll make their money back from the whales and the die-hard fans, without alienating the core audience they need to fuel the online world. This all points to a more complex, immersive, and yes, expensive game that Rockstar is protecting at all costs. But the biggest unknown remains that core gameplay feel. So, here's the question. When it comes to the weapon system, do you want Rockstar to go full Red Dead Redemption 2 realism, where you have to store heavy weapons in your trunk, or do you prefer the classic GTA 5 style of pulling a rocket launcher out of your back pocket? Let me know your take in the comments. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive analysis, subscribe for more. And hey, while we're waiting for that trailer drop, keep an eye on Rockstar's socials and any sudden Take-Two earnings whispers. They could be the next breadcrumbs in this saga. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain, GTA 6 is shaping up to redefine open-world chaos, and it's worth every extra month of anticipation. Stay tuned, folks. The Leonida heat is just getting started, because when that third trailer finally hits, whether it's next week or next month, it won't just be a video. It'll be a cultural detonation. Memes will flood timelines, theories will spiral, and every frame will be dissected like a crime scene. We've waited over a decade for this evolution of the sandbox, and Rockstar knows the world is watching. So, buckle up, refresh those feeds, and get ready to lose your mind all over again. This isn't just a game launch, it's the return of a legend.